Good evening, graduates and guests, and welcome to Sprott Shaw College's 2021 virtual graduation. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge where I'm broadcasting from, which is on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish nations, and the respective nation territories where our campuses are located across the province of British Columbia. Whether you're watching locally here in BC or across the world in a different time zone, we're glad you can join us. We know that this year has been a challenging one, to say the least, but our graduates did it and are ready to celebrate their achievements tonight. With this year's virtual graduation, we'll be joined by all the graduating classes in BC, along with some special guests to celebrate together. Without further ado, please welcome your graduates. Graduates, guests, family pets, and toddlers that are watching from home with us, please join us as we start the evening with our national anthem.
Mamoe, 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 mamoe,
I love unfinished things, the bookmark set between closed pages, the field that waits for seed. Canada is a place like that. A history incomplete, a traveler turning around and wondering at the distance gone, the distance yet to go. What was there, Canada? What is ever there on a country's road but times when we were glorious and times of things no one should have done? Our anthem understands words of pride with notes of mourning and the music of resolve to finish and turn towards the road ahead. Here is a place to say, we go on, not as before, and so keep faith with the best of what we are. Oh Canada, it is a complex love that keeps us together, and all the more true love for that.
Kakanadag ni titawinan ni sakitanan ni wiasuatena. Car ton bras s'est porté l'épée. L'histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. Conquis by land, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Congratulations, you've made it. And I'm not just talking about your graduation this year. I mean, you've made it through in the last 14 months, a once in a lifetime, in fact, a once in probably 4 or 5 generations major event and crisis. And you've come out as a graduate. I want to congratulate you on this because we had a choice. One of the choices, of course, in times of crisis is just to react. But instead, you made the choice to respond. During this time of crisis, change, and upheaval, you made a decision to improve and better yourself and move into a new career direction. And that's an incredible achievement. In fact, that capacity and that resilience is something you can continue to bring with you into your career and in your lifetime. It's a muscle that you've now developed. Many years ago, I had a mentor by the name of J. Conrad Levinson, who wrote the best-selling series of books called Guerrilla Marketing, sold over 25 million copies in his lifetime. And I asked Jay about what it took to become a successful writer and how he channeled and found his inspiration, and he laughed at me. He said, Shane, I look at writing and being an author as a job. He says, every morning it's about a daily discipline of no matter how I feel, to get up and go to work. So every day he would write for 2 hours. Sometimes he would just look at the cup on his desk because he had no inspiration or ideas and start writing. But eventually, by making that choice to take that first step, he was able to then begin to open up his creative capacities and become one of the best-selling authors of all time as far as business books go. And why I share this is a lesson from him I brought into my life as an author and a professional speaker and trainer, and that is that the biggest part of any successful journey is to start. And so once again, I want to congratulate all of you during this crazy time of crisis and transition for making the choice to boldly start on a new career direction. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Victor Tesson. Victor Tesson is the president of Sprott-Shaw College. He brings with him more than 20 years' experience in leadership and management in the private education sector, including the development, strategic planning, and management of overall college operations. He is recognized for his operational and leadership excellence. Mr. Tesson has a proven history of building successful and sustainable organizations. Please welcome the president of Sprott-Shaw College, Mr. Victor Tesson.
Welcome, graduates, parents, family, faculty, friends, and guests, to this, our 118th graduation celebration. My name is Victor Tesson, and it is my privilege to be able to share this milestone with you and to be able to address and pay tribute to our 2021 graduating class. Graduates, you may not realize the significance of today, but in the years to come, you will realize that completing a post-secondary college program during this time was a life-changing achievement. Your family, your friends, and your Sprott-Shaw community have witnessed your efforts and your dedication, and your perseverance as you navigated through an extraordinary and challenging time. With pride, we join you this evening to celebrate and applaud your accomplishments. Know that you are now also part of a much larger and greater community. As the 118th graduating class of Sprott-Shaw College, you are joining a proud and storied tradition of over 100,000 alumni. Our college has persevered through the Great Depression, several economic recessions, 2 world wars, geopolitical strife, and numerous health and environmental pandemics. All while always looking ahead and planning for tomorrow we know will be led by graduating future leaders. You are such leaders. I want to take a moment to share a few examples from our history and to highlight some pioneers who came before you and charted their own paths while also helping shape our society at large. While many are aware of our beginning in 1903, many may not know that in the 1920s, after Giuliano Marconi had invented the radio, Sprott-Shaw, through its radio and telegraph program offered at its Vancouver school, launched BC's very first ever radio station. A decade later, facing the critique of her would-be book publishers because of her illegible handwriting, world-renowned artist Emily Carr chose to overcome the obstacles that were put before her by enrolling in a typing program at Sprott-Shaw's Victoria School. A little later, in the 1940s, after graduating from the Sprott-Shaw School of Commerce and Radio in Vancouver, Jack Cullen went on to preside over the Vancouver airways for more than 50 years with his legendary radio show. Another graduate from that same period at Sprott-Shaw School, Ernie Rose, after learning that Seattle would soon have its first TV station on the air, built BC's first video receiver in 1947 using warp surplus radar equipment. This later led Ernie to also create one of Vancouver's very first TV stations in the 1950s. Moving forward, in 2001, Sprott-Shaw became the first private college in Canada to be granted the right to offer practical nursing education, and today, many of those graduates, in addition to so many others from all over our healthcare offerings, have become part of our revered and celebrated healthcare heroes. We count amongst our graduates not only the nurse and healthcare worker, but also the entrepreneur, the craftsperson, the support worker, the educator, the administrator, and the business person. The reality is that all Sprott-Shaw graduates have and will make a difference. For just like the few great Canadians mentioned here, including Jack, Ernie, and Emily, as a Sprott-Shaw graduate, the determination and vision that brought you to this moment today will prepare you well for a future of your making. If you ever needed proof that you can, then today is that proof. Graduates, you may not realize it, but this journey has changed who you were, who you are, and who you will become. Your education, the relationships you have built, and the interactions you have had over the course of your studies will impact and influence who you will be for the rest of your life. Even more impactful, though, is the timing of your education with respect to world developments and current global events. In our lifetime, there has been no period of time or period of study that compares to the past year. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed all aspects of life, from how we communicate to how we socialize, to even how we learn. Simple pleasures we took for granted, such as seeing family, hugging a friend, attending a class in person, or even participating in our favorite sports or activities, were lost or altered. Sadly, so many have suffered, physically and mentally, or experienced human loss at the hand of the coronavirus pandemic. And to those, my heartfelt condolences. However, as our world slowly opens, I want you to recognize and remember what was once taken for granted, and to realize that every moment in life provides a cherishable moment. It provides us with an opportunity to appreciate what we have, who we are with, and the freedoms that come with this. The human spirit is resilient. This past year, more than any other we have ever known, has demonstrated this. It has also shown that life always moves forward, that learning never stops, and that we are stronger than we give ourselves credit for. More importantly, that we are stronger together and we can make meaningful change when we work together. This past year also awoke us to the harsh reality of racism and prejudice that exists so dominantly in our world. Sadly, far too many events, often daily, demonstrate the challenges, hardship, hurt, and sometimes even death inflicted on our BIPOC and LGBTQ2+ communities globally. In our own country, we finally face the true reality of the residential school system and the absolute horror and atrocities our Indigenous population faced and carry with them still to this day. This reality, and more so, the awareness and acknowledgement of it, bring truth. By committing to learning about the emotional and physical suffering that generations of Indigenous people suffered through and continue to suffer from, and by recognizing the aberration that was the residential school system, we can finally support reconciliation and play a role in healing the deep-rooted scars impacting far too many. Education brings truth. Education brings change, and education and empathy can bring reconciliation. Graduates, the timing of your education is a time of growing change. You embraced education at a time of great global and social upheaval. But because of this, and by opening up your minds inside and outside of the classroom, you have the opportunity to have an incredible impact not only in your professions, but more importantly, on the cultures of your organizations and the social fabric of our society. Learning is not simply what we receive in a classroom or from a textbook. It is the culmination of all the experiences learned combined with worldly events that provide true education. Your education occurred during a time when people all around the globe were uniting and standing up to what is wrong and demonstrating the courage to speak out and to say enough is enough. It is a time we are acknowledging that we are all human and equal. We are acknowledging that racism exists and continues to plague our world. And most notably, irrespective of race, religion, or color. More so because of the beauty that is diversity, that we must stand together, united, to fight the inequalities and injustices that exist. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "It is easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone." To all who have demonstrated the courage to share stories of racism, or to stand up for what is right and just, or to help those in need, I offer my deepest respect and admiration. Nelson Mandela wrote, "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human spirit than its opposite." As human beings, we share the ability to show compassion and to be empathetic. These traits are what make us human. And now, more than ever, it is critical that we demonstrate these, that each of us strive to embrace the beauty of humanity and work towards being the best person we can be. Only through this can we create and embody real change and foster a meaningful impact in our careers and society at large. Graduates, when you look back at your graduating year, you will realize it was not about what you missed out on, but instead what you were a part of. Our first impression is often what we have lost, but the resilience of the human spirit is more about what we have done and what we have overcome. Your graduation year is a testament to the latter. It is a time of strength, a time where you chose possible, and it will be a time where we made the world a better place because of the actions we carried out. Moreover, realize that your life experiences in the past 12 months, academic, social, and worldly, have prepared you to move forward in your careers in a holistic way. They have fostered growth in you personally and professionally, allowing you the opportunity to drive change and to be valued members of the global community. Your experiences have prepared you to move from simply attaining a job to building a career. Education changes us. The change begins the minute we make the decision to enroll in a study and continues throughout and long past the length of the program. The further we immerse ourselves, the more we come to understand how much there is to learn. The more we learn, the more we grow and change. Graduates, who you are today is not who you were when you first began this journey. You have earned something of immeasurable value, something that can never be taken from you. You have earned a new understanding, and with this knowledge and your new credential, you now embark on a new and exciting journey. Graduates, as you move forward, remain resilient and continue to be courageous. When you interact with people, always choose compassion. And when you're faced with obstacles and hurdles, look for opportunities and always choose possible. When life presents those struggles, look back at today and remember. Remember, you will overcome because it is those exact same traits that you now possess that led you here to this moment, and they will continue to lead you forward. But for tonight, celebrate, revel in this moment, and recognize your accomplishments. For this is your day, and you have earned it. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Victor. I'd like to now introduce our keynote speaker, Krista Thompson. Krista is a passionate and visionary leader who cares deeply about the lives of young people. She is the CEO of Covenant House Vancouver, Western Canada's largest privately funded organization serving youth facing and at risk of homelessness. A graduate of BCIT's School of Business, Krista moved to the nonprofit sector after more than a decade working in finance. Since joining Covenant House as the CEO in 2006, Krista has led the organization through its largest period of growth, overseeing 230 employees, 4 times revenue growth, and was instrumental in raising over $200 million for new programs to help youth at Covenant House gain lifelong independence. Krista holds the Institute of Corporate Directors designation, was a 2015 YWCA Women of Distinction Award winner, and was Business in Vancouver's 2015 CEO of the Year in the Registered Charities category. Krista was named the Vancouver Business Improvement Association's Outstanding Individual in 2018 and is a board member of the Carital Continuing Care Society, a past member of the International Ethics Committee, and a past chair of the Canadian Council of the Association of Fundraising Professionals. She enjoys skiing, reading, travel, and spending time with her family in her spare time. Please welcome our keynote speaker this evening, Krista Thompson.
My name is Krista Thompson, and I'm the CEO of Covenant House Vancouver. And on behalf of all of our young people, our staff, and our board of directors, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of you on your graduation. This is a special day, and I am so filled with pride for you. Graduating is a very big deal anytime, but to do it during a pandemic and this crazy year, even more so. You have persevered because inside of you is the character, the commitment, and the drive to succeed. You are capable, you're capable of overcoming challenges, tackling problems, and working very hard to accomplish your goals. Some of you will know that Covenant House supports young people who are experiencing homelessness. And in many ways, they're just like you. They are resilient, they have determination, and they're also working hard to achieve their hopes and dreams and goals. But these young people have often experienced trauma and pain that no person should have to. Despite that, I see them pick themselves up, start again, and work to overcome challenges. They have new pride in themselves. You may not know that Sprott Shaw College has partnered with Covenant House to help more youth realize their dreams of higher education and graduating. Sprott Shaw has established a program for young people experiencing homelessness with a scholarship fund of up to $1 million over the next 2 years. And as you know, access to education is a life-changing opportunity. And it is for the young people at Covenant House too. So you could be very proud of your school for this. And we're very grateful to CIBT Sprott Shaw for their incredible support. Today, 5 young people from Covenant House are attending Sprott Shaw, and 2 more young people are in the process of enrolling. They are now at the start of their new beginning and a bright future. And graduates, this is your new beginning too. This is your fresh page, a next step. And you'll find that there are a lot of employers out there who are eager to hire you. This is your opportunity to go out into the world, make waves, and challenge the status quo. The world needs your ideas. We need you in the workforce. We need you to volunteer. And we need you to help make a difference and change things for the better. And I know you will. I know you're well equipped to take on the challenges. And today you have already begun. Your future is wide open, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you very much, Krista. We have a number of notable guests who would like to offer their congratulations to you, our graduating class of 2021. I'd like to start with the Honorable John Horgan, Premier of British Columbia. Welcome, Premier Horgan.
Greetings, everyone. Premier John Horgan here. And graduation ceremonies are normally a time of great pomp and circumstance, and is a rite of passage for students around the world. It is an enormous milestone, and I want you to be proud of what you've been able to accomplish this extraordinary year. A global pandemic is not the ideal time to leave your schooling behind to start the next journey in your life, but that is exactly what's happening. All of us want to be there to celebrate your extraordinary accomplishment. I hope you recognize and acknowledge with your close family and your friends what you've been able to achieve. But this is just one step along the road to a greater and better lifetime as we see vaccination numbers increase and we put COVID-19 behind us. I firmly believe that your generation will unlock the challenges that others in the past have been grappling with for generations. I'm absolutely confident that this year's graduating class will be filled with doctors, with lawyers, with nurses, with carpenters, with poets, with athletes, with all of the diversity in our community. You are representing that in your class this year. I'm proud of you. Your families are proud of you. Your community is proud of you. Your province is proud of you. Enjoy this moment. Celebrate through the summer as we say goodbye to COVID. And when September comes, whether you're going on to post-secondary education, you're traveling or getting that career started, it's your road, it's your path. You've earned it. Enjoy it. Happy graduation to everyone. Best of luck.
Hi everyone, it's Sprott Shaw. It's Rebecca Patterson with Kids Help Phone. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you so much and congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you to everyone that participated in the Pink Shirt Day campaign this year. You raised well over $4,000. Thank you so much for that. That's amazing. That money will go towards programs and services geared to support kids in BC and across Canada, helping them navigate the challenges they are facing. These challenges have been amplified since COVID, and so is our demand on our programs and services. To put it in perspective, Kids Help Phone in 2019 had 1.9 million interactions with kids across Canada. In 2020, we had 4.6 million, which is a significant increase. And it's due in large part to community supporters like Sprott Shaw that were able to continue to grow and meet those needs as we navigate these challenges. We are committed to meeting these young kids where they are and how they want to communicate, whether that's texting, phone, live chat. We are there, and that's thanks to supporters like you, Sprott Shaw. So thank you again, and congratulations.
Hello, Sprott Shaw College graduates. I'm John Vasilaki, Mayor of Penticton. On behalf of City Council and all our residents, I want to congratulate you on your 2021 graduation. You did it! That's great! Looking back, each and every one of you set out on a journey of learning by identifying a goal, interest, or career that captured your attention. And you then took the necessary studies, preparations, and testing to achieve that goal. But unlike the thousands of Sprott Shaw graduates that came before you, your class, along with the class of 2020, completed your studies during a global pandemic. This was not an easy time to be a student, and in many ways, you were asked to blaze your own unique trail of learning, adapt, and take on new approaches of instruction that past generations of students didn't. Today, we make the successful completion of your unique experience, and I, along with everyone here, are incredibly proud of what you've accomplished during these unusual times. Because of the pandemic, it's quite possible you've learned more about the realities of the working world than any recent graduation of students before you. It's a world filled with unexpected twists and turns where those who can change and adapt find success and good fortune. By graduating here today, you've shown your commitment to remain focused on completing a goal regardless of the circumstances, and with that experience, you're more prepared, more motivated, and better able to get started in your chosen field. Congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors.
Hey guys, just just wanted to give you one more shout out to say congratulations. We're so proud of you. I know you guys are going to be amazing, and going through what you just went through in the last year and a half is not easy, but good for you guys. Congrats again.
Congratulations, graduates. All the best for your future. Now go out there and change the world.
Thank you. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, faculty, and graduates. I would like to begin this evening by acknowledging the traditional, ancestral, unceded, shared territory of the Penticton Indian Band and the Okanagan Selks people, on whose land we live and work. Well, grads, tonight we're here to celebrate your successes. What an extraordinary year and a half this has been. Not only have you had to deal with the normal struggles of being a student, homework, exams, those dreaded group projects, but you did it online, so you were dealing with WebEx and breakout sessions and the distractions that maybe came from your classmates or your own home environments. Also, many of you were dealing with loss of income, loss of job, housing crisis, and family crisis. And as if that weren't enough, we had a toilet paper shortage, a lack of masks, and hand sanitizer that had quadrupled in price. And how many times did you have your temperature taken last year? The world was not only dealing with the pandemic, it was dealing with incidences of hatred and racism and atrocities from our past. But despite all of that, graduates, you did it. Despite all of the challenges that the world was throwing at us, and despite the perception that things that we knew to be normal all of a sudden seemed impossible, you chose to make them possible. You chose to make this a positive time in the lives of you and your family. We are very proud of your efforts and your tenacity and your ability to continue to move forward in a world where that landscape was ever changing. I want you to remember what you did in these extraordinary times. The possibilities that you saw, that you grabbed hold of and clung on to and have now made into reality. In times where it seemed like the world was an impossible place to be, you managed, you succeeded, you did it. And now you move forward with your newfound knowledge and your newfound skill. And graduates, I think you're ready for whatever the world might throw at you next. We are so proud that you have accomplished. I also want you to remember in the future, if the world throws that word impossible your way again, do as you have done this time. Take that word, rearrange it ever so slightly, and make it read, I'm possible. Because graduates, you have certainly proven that you truly are. Be grateful for what you have. Take the accomplishments that you have achieved and move forward. The road to where you are today has not been an easy one. Seldom are roads that lead to good results ever easy. We acknowledge your struggles, your hard work, and your challenges to get to where you are today. No matter what faculty you are graduating from, know that you are an essential service to the communities and the country that we live in. If you're graduating from our early childhood education classes, basic or post-basic, please know that as an ECE, you are the one that's providing that quality, secure childcare that many others require in order to go back into the work that they love and need to do. You are the foundation of us reopening. If you're graduating from one of our healthcare or our social service programs, medical office assistant, community support worker, healthcare assistant, practical nursing access, you are an essential service. You are those who take care of us when we're in crisis. And whether that's just the physical crises that come along with everyday world or those that are compounded by a pandemic, it also includes the mental, the emotional, and the social crises that are so prevalent in our world today. You are essential for a healthy, happy humanity in its return. If you're graduating from our veterinary assistant program, you are essential. Those of us with feathered, furry, or finned friends, thank you for helping us take good care of them so that they can comfort and companion us when it feels like the rest of the world might be crumbling around us. You are essential. If you're graduating from one of our many business programs or our legal programs, you're essential in maintaining the security and the livelihoods of the communities and essential in helping the businesses roll back out as we move forward to whatever it is that comes next for us. So no matter what faculty you're graduating from tonight, we hope you take this opportunity to celebrate your accomplishments and your successes with your family and friends, and know that we truly feel that each one of you is capable of great things. On behalf of the staff of Penticton Sprott-Shaw College, I would like to extend to you the pride that we feel in your accomplishments today, and know that we truly believe that there's nothing in your future that is impossible. You have all of the possibilities laying before you if you choose to believe so. Graduates, go and change your little corner of the world. Make a difference. You have that power to make a difference in the places that you work, live, and play every day by simply being in that space. Congratulations, graduates. May you always choose the possibilities that come to you in the future. And may your futures always hold everything that you would like them to hold. Your challenge now, graduates, go and make a difference. Congratulations. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is now my honor to present this year's Phoenix Award. From the Penticton Sprott-Shaw campus, in honor of those who find their inner rainbow, rise from the ashes, and soar on the wings of their dreams. Like any family or individual, we've all had to rise out of the ashes of things like hatred and tragedy, illness and hardship. We value love, kindness, genuineness, diversity, courage, and resiliency. The recipient of the Phoenix Award has shown grace and vulnerability, personal power in overcoming tremendous barriers. This graduate has faced diversity and difficult life-changing choices even before becoming a student at the college. They continued to navigate through their education and their life with personal growth and professional growth. Through all of this, they maintained a bright outlook and offered kindness and joy along the way. They were kind and inclusive, always there with a listening ear, always there to offer a helping hand. Learning was a struggle at times, but they persevered. They offered education regarding their own culture and traditions. They fed us delicious bannock bread and encouraged everyone to keep trying. Her skills as an early childhood educator are very natural to her. Children gravitate to her. Today, she is the supervisor of the infant toddler room at Incomeep Daycare in Oliver. She is currently helping to support students in the post-basic program as they travel through their studies. She's a huge sports fan of the Seattle Seahawks, and she and her husband enjoy watching their games together. This graduate has worked hard, made sacrifices over the years to be where she is today. And she's done it with the most brilliant display of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, positivity, and resilience. And always with a smile on her face and a kind word for all she encounters. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating this year's 2021 Phoenix Award winner, Valerie Thomas, graduating from the post-basic ECE program. Congratulations, Valerie. May you continue to find your wings and soar towards your dreams. It is my pleasure to present the Spirit of Caring Award. On behalf of my family, I am proud to present this year's Spirit of Caring Award. This award is open to all students who display a caring attitude during their experience with us. This award does not take into account academics or attendance percentage. It is voted on by all of the staff members, and it goes to a student who has notably demonstrated that one person can make a difference. The Spirit of Caring Award is in honor of my father and the passion for caring about others that he had, and also in appreciation for the dedicated caring that our family has experienced during our own times of need. It is presented to a student who displays the ability to truly care about their fellow human being. As Dr. Leo Buscaglia, Dr. Love, once said, all too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest comment, that smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. The recipient of this year's Spirit of Caring Award is a student who decided to make a change in their life and go back to school to realize their dreams and follow their passions. Although there was undoubtedly the usual turmoil that returning to school causes, they faced their schooling with determination and with a positive, professional, caring attitude. This student truly represents what the Spirit of Caring Award is all about. They're a leader, they're a provider, they're an organizer, they're a person who sets about getting the job done. They're very humble and respectful. And it's very evident within just a few seconds of an interaction with this individual, the caring nature that comes from them. They've inspired all those around them. They've assisted their classmates. They've agreed to take on any of the roles that are required in class activities and group activities. They lend a helping hand. All of their classmates appreciate their generosity, their kindness, and their mentorship. This award, as I said, is voted on by all of the staff, and the winner is a person who stands out not because of their marks or their attendance, but because of their presence and the passion that they bring with them as they come through the doors or walk down the hallway. In the true sense of the Spirit of Caring Award, this student has shown that one person can truly make a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating the 2021 Spirit of Caring Award winner to Sarvpreet Mann, graduating from the Healthcare Assistant Program. Congratulations, Sarvpreet. May you continue to care for the years to come.
Many congratulations to each and every one of you on your graduation. All that hard work has paid off. I wish all the best to each and every one of you in your future careers. Take care and go out there and make a difference.
Congratulations, class of 2020-2021. You've all gone through so much in such a strange year to have to go to school with COVID and everything, but you've all done amazing things and worked really hard to get to this point. I hope in the future you all get to do what you were made to do and what makes you happiest. Happy graduation, everyone. Congratulations, and I'm proud of all of you.
Congratulations, everybody. It's been my utmost pleasure being and meeting all of you and getting to work with all of you. And remember, I would walk through a swamp for you.
Congratulations to the Sprott-Shaw graduating class of 2021. And to my early childhood education students, way to go. You did it. Change takes courage, and you put yourself out there. And one day you will have the power to make a difference in a child's life. So with that thought, I'm going to leave you with my favorite Dr. Seuss quote. Oh, the places you'll go, today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations on your well-deserved success. Graduating from college is a huge accomplishment and one of the best feelings ever. By completing your diploma in healthcare as an HCA, you're now ready to take on the next stages of your career. This is the point where you get to realize your dreams of becoming an HCA, put into practice all that you've learned, and conquer challenges along the way. One of my favorite quotes by Michael Josephson: take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity and guiding you towards your new career. It has been an honor being your instructor, and I believe in you. And I know that you will make a positive difference in those clients' lives. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. You have all worked so very hard for what you have accomplished, and myself and everyone here at Sprott Shaw Penticton campus is so proud of your accomplishments. Well done.
Being selected as a valedictorian is an honor shared by few and hoped by many. Your campus valedictorian this evening is Desiree Rao McCarran, graduating from the Practical Nursing program. Please welcome Desiree.
Hello, my name is Desiree Rao McCarran, and I am a graduate of the Practical Nursing program of 2021. I would like to say that I'm honored to be chosen as this year's valedictorian. First, I'm going to start by thanking a few individuals in my life. Thank you to my mother, my big brother Shane Taylor, and his fiancée Nina Pavio for always being there for me and giving me great advice whenever needed. To my best friend Grace Dooner, who I met in the Practical Nursing program, for always helping me study and encouraging me in times of need. And most importantly, a big thank you to my boyfriend, Bryce Burlingame, for supporting me throughout my entire school process and always encouraging me to get back to my schoolwork and stop procrastinating. I'd like to take a moment on behalf of myself and my fellow graduates to thank the people who have brought us here today. Thank you to the board of Sprott Shaw College and our director Zola, who looks out for everyone and taught us that to be ourselves in a world which is constantly trying to make us somebody else is the greatest accomplishment, and that we should be proud for being individual. Thank you, Arlene, our receptionist, who taught everyone that success is not the key to happiness. Instead, happiness is the key to success. Last but not least, thank you to our teachers, especially Jessica and Megan, my practical nursing instructors, who taught my class to succeed and flourish as professional nurses. Even though I have only been a part of Sprott Shaw College for a year and a half, I've come to know the atmosphere that the teachers and staff create within the campus, as well as the significant impact Sprott Shaw College has made in a person's life. To me, the staff from Sprott Shaw College has demonstrated on numerous occasions that education is much more than a matter of imparting the knowledge and skills by which narrow goals are achieved. It is also about opening the individual's eyes to the needs and rights of others. And to me, Jessica and Megan fulfilled this. I know I may be a little bit biased because they were my teachers, but they were amazing. They are the type of teachers that show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. And that went for most of the teachers at Sprott Shaw College. I entered the classroom with the belief that it was crucial for me and every other student to be an active participant, not a passive consumer. And our campus did not stray away from being active members inside the classroom. I was beyond proud from the lengthy and significantly important group discussions that commenced, especially revolving culture, individuality, and religion. And all the knowledge learned will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in life. However, I think that some of the most important things that we have learned over 1.5 years is how everything might not go as planned, how to work together as a community and respect others' differences, and lastly, how much we need each other to succeed. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you a couple of examples of how everything might not go as planned and how Sprott Shaw College, in particular, my practical nursing class, handled it. COVID-19. COVID-19 has affected the planet a devastating amount, and the school system was no exception. Most schools closed their programs. People went to lockdown, and most were terrified of contracting the disease that grew into a pandemic very quickly. But Penticton campus did not let that stop them. The staff saw this as an opportunity to adapt to the new normal. The staff immediately transitioned to online courses, which revolved my practical nursing class taking videos of ourselves doing skills. In the videos, our patients may have been fruit, teddy bears, or even the fearless relatives that we could practice on. Don't worry, nobody was harmed in the making of these videos, and they're really embarrassing, so you'll probably won't see any evidence of them. We also changed to having lecture through the computers, which to me was amazing because you can literally sleep in 15 minutes before class, still wear your pajamas, and be comfortable in your own home. Yes, sometimes we would have the odd distractions in ways of, a relative not realizing you're on camera and walk in the background, or your dog barking nonstop at the mailman. But that wouldn't stop us. We would just laugh and continue. Even though there was a difficult time with learning the computer, the students at Sprague College stepped up and helped one another through the learning curves of technology, especially when it came to creating a video, using a Word document, or utilizing a computer in general. I believe that because of this, we became closer, kind of like a little community of our own. I also want to commemorate the staff at the Penticton campus. You guys really did an amazing job, teaching us through the online platform, as well as encouraging us and giving us leeway when it came to some assignments as we were learning the new online systems. You guys really taught us that nothing we accomplish is done alone. Rather, we need each other for support and coaching. Now, time to wrap this up because trust me, I can talk a lot, and I only have a 5-minute time limit. So now we're college graduates, and soon we'll be working jobs and saying goodbye to one another. There will be laughs and tears. We'll do our best to stay in touch, but we'll be living our lives and doing our best. As a final thought going forward, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Dennis Waitley, who stated, "Never become so much of an expert that you stop gaining expertise. View life as a continuous learning experience." Thank you all, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021.
Thank you to your 2021 valedictorian. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the commencement ceremony. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you to family and friends for joining us this evening and for the support you have given them. Please now toss your caps. Thank you and good night.